Hello everybody, it's Brandon CylonPlays back again on the Quantus FTOG server. I hope everyone has had a fantastic weekend. Mine was pretty dang swell. Feeling pretty energized. It's a bright new day, and we are going to be jumping into some new stuff. We're going to be starting with some immersive engineering, which is our first chance of really getting power generation going. These are a couple of things that I went ahead and threw together in preparation, just so I wouldn't have to sit here and constantly do stuff. Here we have our coke oven, which is turning coal into coal coke, and also giving us this creosote oil. Up here, up top, we have a fluid pump from immersive engineering. Let me show you the steps for that. Fluid pump, here it is. Pretty simple. It's just these mechanical components, iron and copper, these fluid pipes, which aren't a big deal at all to make, just a bunch of iron, which we have an infinite amount of, and I have that running down through our dark tank. And I set this guy up here, and thankfully it's pulling from the right one. It's pulling from this one. I didn't think about that. I moved this diamond chest from inside to out here, so we have access to a whole bunch of neat stuff. And over here, as you can see, I have that there for an actual reason. I have diverted the mighty river over through this makeshift aqueduct. And to be honest, I actually went and stole a whole bunch of ice from Thorgal's ice farm, which is way over there. Well, not really stealing, it's set up for everyone, but whatever. And just place it in there to where this is all water source blocks. When I was building this, it kept updating the water blocks, and holy crap, that kills your frame rate. You would think for, like, a game like this, it wouldn't be as demanding, but as anyone knows, Minecraft is probably one of the most demanding games in the world. It's one of the reasons I can't record at 60 FPS. My recording software, OBS, is just like, no, I can't do it. So what are we doing today? Well, today we are going to be creating some power, one of which is we're going to need this kinetic dynamo, which is going to require this, and I don't, is it not just good? Okay, maybe I can do it through here. Alright, copper coil, we're going to need these copper wires. And nope, it's not going to let me do that. Okay. I really thought it would. So we got 2 of those, and those need to go around a block of iron. I didn't think to grab extra. Just grab a stack, why not? If we come back out here, real quick, it looks like this is kinda done. It's kinda done, but not like super done, which means we need to take more coal coke. This thing eats coal coke. That's probably because of that slag as well, which I haven't really found a use for outside of just making decorative blocks. Alright, so we're going to toss this guy around here. We got a copper coil block. We're going to need some redstone. Of course we will, because we're generating power, and redstone requires power. It's like the something of Minecraft. Someone find like a good analogy for that and send it to me, and I'll just put it in an annotation while I still can, because apparently annotations are going away from YouTube. I don't really understand why, but that's their dealy bob. So we got our kinetic dynamo. Excellent. This we're going to place right here, and then can I rotate that around? I can. As from what I understand, you want the blank one to be out the back. Yes. I think I have that placed right. I'm not 100% sure. But now we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of this, which is a water wheel. This is a water wheel. And you can kind of stack these up. I'm going to be stacking 4 of them together. I hope that's enough. It'll be enough to at least get us started. And that's going to be this guy. So I have the treated wood planks. Let's go ahead and make 24 sticks. Sounds right. So that's 6 of those, so now we need more. Need a lot more of this. Alright, that's 12. So we still need more. Okay, that's fine. We have wood and stuff like that for days. thanks to our tree farm, which, I mean, is still running great. I mean, this thing, it's completely self-sustaining and just goes on and on and on and on. Like the beat from that Charlie XCS song. So what did I do this weekend? Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you, man. I saw a master, nay, dare I say, grandmaster, illusionist. Why did I do that? Damn it. My girlfriend, my lovely girlfriend, got us tickets to go to the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, which is a place not too far from here. And she and I both love magic. Like magic, magicians, you know, all that fun stuff. And we got to see Rick Thomas, who I've heard about, but I never really followed his stuff. But oh my god, it was so flippin' cool, man. He does amazing stuff. All right, so there's those. He made a 4 steel, which is what is coming from this guy. He made a motorcycle appear out of thin air. All right, that was a thing. Motorcycle just appeared out of thin air. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be good. He made a freaking oh god, it was just so badass. Yeah, he made a motorcycle appear out of thin air. He made I think I want that. Of course, you know, he did the classic, made one of his assistants vanish. But it was so much more. He cut a woman into 10 pieces and put her back together. 10 pieces. Do you understand? Not just like in half, but you know, he did that one too. But he cut her into 10 pieces. I don't have enough of that. All right, I will get that together later. Okay. So, we have that. We're going to need some hardened clay, I believe, and a lot more copper. Oh, that could potentially be a problem now that I think about it. That's bronze. Oh, no. I have plenty of copper. Ugh. This, I didn't realize that there were a couple of different things that would actually alloy. So I kind of messed up melting some stuff. It was like nickel and copper makes something. Maybe that hasn't come out yet. This stuff, the constantin. That's used for something. All right, let's go grab some clay, and we're gonna need to cook it. How much clay do I have in here? 7 stacks. Let's do half of that. Probably need to grab some of this. Now, creosote oil you can get early game by cooking charcoal. That's how we were able to get the treated planks early on. But let's go ahead and see if this is going to start turning right. Now, there are a couple of different things that you can do to maximize this. And Relic, actually back in May of last year, put out a really great video on how to do that. He was only using 3. I'm using 4. I don't know if that's going to affect anything. That is not turning. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Okay, so maybe I want to block off the sides here. I don't know. How's this looking? How's that doing over there? Yeah, let's just break these blocks here to where it looks a little more natural. All right, so that is turning, all 4 of them. Okay. But yeah, there's a way like you can put additional water blocks like under here that push it that way, then some more under here that kind of force it that way. I'm not too worried about min-maxing all that much. I don't know how long we're going to be in the steel era, but obviously there are a lot of ways that you can seriously beef up what you have going on. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's sleep. 'Cause, yeah. I don't know what causes that. Those grass blocks turn purple when I'm trying to sleep. It's a little annoying, but it's just a graphical glitch. So I'm not too concerned. Bam, bam. Gotcha, sucker. And you, bam, dead. Alright. So we got the kinetic dynamo. We also have the engineer's manual, which, if you need it, is made just with a lever and a book. So pretty basic concepts. Here we have powers, wires, and generation. We have power generation, of course, with the kinetic dynamo. You can make a windmill, you can make a water mill. There's an improved windmill, which is a bit more expensive. And they are huge, man. They are absolutely huge. We have a current transformer, which can handle 88 flux per hour. I don't know what that means. Flux protect it. Hold on. It can be hooked up to any power line and will keep track of energy transferred through it. That's a current transformer. Okay. So we got the basic wiring, which we can easily make that stuff. Got the wire connectors. You can kind of loop them around. Note that restrictions apply based on blocks. Connectors and relays will only take wires of the same type that is already connected. Transformers will only take 2 wires of the same type. Okay. Each connector has an input value, and each one has a maximum transfer rate. So I believe with what we have going on right now, we can just use the LV wires. And we'll also need to make an LV capacitor, which means we're going to need some lead as well. Do I know I have to have lead. Probably, is it that one? Is that lead? Yeah. So just grab a few of those 6, should be fine. So we got copper. How's this looking? Yeah, and that's I'll have to fix that later. I need to be more careful about my alloying. Right, so let's grab these guys. Looking good. And for right now, we just want to get a capacitor and the wiring together. So let's take a look. LV is what we're looking for here. So we got LV capacitor. Okay. Just one. Awesome. We want these LV wire connectors. Just a couple of those will be fine. And then we need to make some of these wire coils. Okay, apparently that's not how you make those. What? Oh, it's just 4 of them. I always mix that up. Just like that. Okay, fantastic. Alright, so we got stash those, and this. And these I'm going to put in as supports over here. I originally had them at the very end and realized I actually needed that space, so I need to put them back, kind of like I did there. Okay, so we're going to have our LV capacitor. Oh, that was interesting. And we'll set it right here. Got you. Put that there. And then we should just have to go like this, right? Yes. And there it goes. This is counting it in IF. I'm not sure what that means. But it's generating at a pretty steady clip, and this will hold up to 100,000 IF. But I don't know what that is. Oh, this building. We're going to ignore that building for now. That building's for later. Something much later. But also super cool. Secrets! Okay. So we have power being generated, but what can we use it for? That's the question. That's the question that everyone has to think about. Like, what can I do with all this power? Well, you know, let me tell you, I have no idea. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There are a lot of different items that we can make. I'm kind of interested to see what this Tesla coil does. But that, I don't know. That seems a little crazy. What is this guy? I can make a zip line. That's pretty cool. We got a turntable. We'll rotate blocks placed against it. Interesting. I have an external heater. The external heater does exactly what it implies. It generates thermal energy from flux. When placed next to a normal furnace, this thermal energy will power the furnace. That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay, I think we want to make that just to play around with it. So we're going to need another copper coil block. Two of those. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Put all those around a block of iron. It's called a thermal thing. Where was it? Wait, what was it called? External heater. An external heater. There we go. We have all the items for that. We got spread the warmth. So this will kind of act like a what you call it? The exoflame. This will act like the exoflame, but without needing mana. It'll just use what we have. So let's test this out. And all this stuff I'll have to move around later. So don't worry that it's ugly as sin. Alright, maybe we need to right-click that. Okay. Where's our engineer's hammer? Probably put it away, didn't I? Nope, it's right here in my inventory. Like a dummy. Okay, so if we... okay, I think that needs to be the energy acceptor. So we're going to right-click this guy, turn him orange, and then we're just going to place a copper coil right there. And he is getting power. He only takes 32,000 RF. That's pretty dope. So we can set our furnace down right here. I believe. That's making sense to me, right? Let's go grab just something we have a bunch of wood. Bunch of wood. What? Oh, I already had a bunch of wood. My bad. My B. And we can toss this into here. Oh, and it's working. So are you producing a surplus? You are not. So this isn't even really enough to power this infinitely. That's depressing as hell. It's going pretty fast though. Huh. So we would need a whole hell of a lot more power generation, especially whenever we have like these crazy hello. Ooh. Huh. To launch a projectile from your inventory, click and hold the use button until the charge level reaches 99. Valid projectiles, iron and steel rods, rebar, and almost every rail from Railcraft. Wow. So that's probably like a super hyper mega awesome thing. And then we have an automated workbench. We need a blueprint to craft. Pretty flippin' sweet. So it looks like we can actually start working on some major automation, because while I do enjoy this guy, he's not nearly good enough. And I kind of enjoy just dumping everything that I have into it and not having to worry about it until later. So I'm really curious as to what type of automation setup we could get going. With this. So you are completely out of stuff, aren't you? But I should have enough coal coke to power this guy for a while. But I'm just doing like a stack of iron blocks just to get a stack of steel blocks, because we're gonna need steel a lot. And that's kind of sad that 4 of those. Of course, maybe it only registers the first 3. I don't really know how much power this is truly generating. And if you look, these guys are actually kind of out of sync. I don't know if that... So maybe it can only register 3 at a time? Let's see if, if it says anything about that in here. So we want the power generation. Up to 3 water wheels. So that last one actually isn't doing anything at all. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. But that's okay. So that's why that one is out of sync. It's not actually registering with the rest of them. So in that case, let's take him out of the equation. There we go. And that doesn't really affect much else. So maybe we could use this for, I don't know, some other project later. Like if we need something that just needs like a little bit of energy, just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a tad, just a smidge, just a scooch. So that's going, and it's good to have it. But I think using some things like the crusher and other sorts, we may be able to get like some true automation going without having to worry about it automatically getting alloyed. So we don't run into situations like this. And what's left in there? 2 millibuckets of 10, which, what's the point, right? Of course, the point is I'm still going to have to break this again. Get this out. Boop. Boop. Right there. Okay. So that's pretty sweet. The next project, what's going to be going in here, does require power, but I'm not quite sure how much. That's something that I'm going to have to look at kind of carefully and measure out. As if I can do it with just that, that's going to be great. It's going to give us a chance of doing some really, really cool stuff in the future. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, like this guy. See, that's a different kind of crusher. That's an actually additions crusher, not the crusher I'm thinking about. Because there is a crusher in this thing, in, excuse me. And that is in the heavy machinery. As you can see here, this is something that I'll definitely need, is the improved blast furnace. Is much more professionally creating steel, unlike this guy right there. And not only does it allow the automation of in and outputs, it can also be outfitted with preheaters to speed up the refinement process by the addition of hot air. And that is huge, because this guy is slow. So for that, we'll need a lot more blast bricks, which isn't too big of a deal. We can get all the necessary parts for that really easy. But then, as you can see, you need, looks like, 27 reinforced blast bricks and a hopper on top. That's pretty simple, and I'm going to work on getting that together for our next process, for our next episode. But the bricks have been reinforced and with an added fuel on top. Steel is the output at the front of the furnace, slag at the back, and the furnace will automatically output to connected inventories or conveyor belts. Iron and coal coke are fed in through the top, so that's pretty cool. So the blast furnace preheaters are used to heat up air and then blow it into the furnace to speed up the process. Refinement, each furnace can have up to 2 preheaters connected to the ports on each side. Nice. And each preheater requires 32 flux per tick to operate. So that gives us an idea of what it can take. Does it say what these generate? No. Looking at Relic's video that he posted, which honestly, if you Google immersive engineering water wheel, this is I think the second video to come up. He had 3 going, and it was producing about 88 RF a tick. So this setup would be enough to power that with a little bit to spare, which makes me wonder how much this actually takes. And that has, well, that ticked back up pretty quickly. So I think I'm gonna need a lot more hardened clay for in the future. So I have 7 sacks of clay, courtesy of 2 Asgard's amazing automated setup that he had. So let's go ahead and just, get that cooking. So now we have kind of a road map of what we need to do. I'm going to need to bring some power over this way. And this guy has got to get replaced with all the other stuff. That is probably enough out of you for now. And we got the slag, and as you can see, slag. It can be used to make concrete. The concrete is just decorative. You can do leaded concrete, but even that's just decorative. It may have a use later after some other mods get unlocked, but not really all that useful for right now. So, that was interesting. Did you guys see that? Now that I'm thinking about it, and we still got time, right? We still got plenty of time. So we got this guy. Let's blast brick. And I think it was just 27, right? And we have the 27. So now we just need 27 pieces of lead. Okay. Sure. We can do that. Do. 27. There we go. Is it just an ingot, or does it have to be a plate? Oh, it's steel. Oh, my bad. We got that too. I thought it was lead. 1, 2, 3. Do. Steel plates. I did create a plate thing, and I accidentally made a crap load of copper plates, but that worked out because I needed the copper wire. Alright, so if we do this, and we come into this guy, I'm just going to give you like a bunch of charcoal. Speed this process up a little bit. Doesn't do it by much, though. Not by much at all. But it's going. Is it going? Yes. Okay. Whew. I was thinking, holy crap, is that actually not going to be enough to melt it down? So while we're waiting on that, let's do just a little bit of prettying up. You're fine. Now, the one thing I found out is that I can't place these guys like right there, otherwise they flip upside down, and that is not the look that I'm going for. So we need to go right here. Put down the pillar base. Bring that up to this. Get out of here. Go. Bring that to the surface of the water. Is that too close? That is too close. Dang it. So the base is going to go right here. Just like that. Alright. And then we'll tear this on down. I am trying to get better at prettifying my area. I know I tend to be the type of Minecrafter that's like, well, I mean, it works, so, you know, that's enough. But it's not enough, is it? It's never enough. So we'll just go up and up like this. I'm especially trying to get better at not just doing my boxy builds. I like my boxy builds, but I know with some people it's not, you know, the best in the world. Alright, we do one up, and then you go right there. Nice. I could use my flight, but it's I mean, it's good. It's really good to have it. It's kind of clunky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's do a central one right here. So 1, 2, 3. One right there. 1, 2, one right there. Oh, you're gonna start drowning. We're fine. We made it. We did it. We did it. Let's go on down here. Whoop. So, there are a couple of really cool projects that are going to be coming up with YouTube and the FTOG community. Can't say much right now. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, so I'm not going to say anything. But I am, like, hella stoked about a lot of them. I'm also, a lot of my time is now free again. This last couple of weeks, there were so many projects with work and other various things that it was a major headache, an extremely major headache that I'm glad is now over. So with any luck, we will be back underway with quite a bit. Did it finish? It did finish. Excellent. Just like that, and like that, and there's the reinforced bricks. Now we are going to need to make a hopper. Oh, I bet I stashed all my iron. Like a dummy. Like a dummy. Or it's still over here. I'm not sure. It might still be out here. Nope, I stashed it. Alright, so we need to make a chest. And then we will... Oh, right. Wow, why am I getting, like, this weird little bit of... Like, things are getting framey. I don't know why. Let's... This is fine for now. So we're going to place this guy a couple spots down. Just like this. Now, the one thing that confused me for a while is I was used to... Yeah, I think it was Railcraft had a coke oven. And it would... you had to leave it hollow. So the first time I was trying to make one of these guys, confused the hell out of me. Alright, so we have our multi-block structure. But as you can see, like, I can right-click, not do anything. But if I take my engineer's hammer and go like that, bam! Now we have an improved oven. That is super cool. Super cool. And now we have the blast furnace heater, which is going to require iron sheet metal and an external heater, which we already made one of those. So we can actually use that for this. So iron sheet metal requires 4 plates. 4 times 7 is 28. Times 2 is 56. So let's go ahead and get that going, and we'll need to make... I'll actually go ahead and make 2 extra external heaters, just because I kind of like having one out there already. So we're going to need more iron and more copper, I believe. And let's go grab some of the extra copper that we have out here. Let's sleep so that no bodies come up and try to harass us while we're getting this done. Excellent. And yeah, oh, that's bronze. And there's Constantin. I just want to say Constantine, but it's not right. Boom. Boom. Yeah. So we need a copper coil block. 2 copper coil blocks, actually. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way around she goes. Boom. So then this guy and external heater. Oh. Ah. I'm getting way too used to just double clicking on the drawer controller to deposit everything, and I wind up depositing things that I actually need. What can you do though? So yeah, now that I have these built, I want to build like a factory enclosure. If you watched, I did something kind of like that whenever I was playing Automated 2, which again is another dang mod pack that I loved, but then Biochild's like, yeah, there's not going to be any updates to it, because it's, you know, there's something wrong with one of the mods, and trying to update it would break all this other stuff. And I mean, like, nothing wrong against Biochild. Nothing wrong against Biochild. I'm sure that it's a very like difficult process to get these mods out and updated, but Dude, I was so looking forward to it, and it's just like, well, nope, too bad. That's one of the things that, you know, as gruff as his exterior can be sometimes, that I really appreciate about Thorgal, is this mod pack gets updated all the time, and it is looked at non-stop. And I, you know, mad respect for that, because I know it's not easy. Hell, just dealing with some of us in chat is a pain. I know, because I've been there. If you guys aren't involved in the FTOG community, you definitely should be. You can go to ftog.net. It's our forums. You can sign up. You know, you can shoot the breeze with us, chew the fat, as it were. Learn about all the cool stuff that's going to be coming up. And really, it's just a great group of people to be around. I'm really, really excited to be a part of it. And I can't really stress that enough. I mean, not to say that's one of the only reasons I joined, but it definitely helps whenever you are in a community like that. You know, look at how my channel's grown. I gained probably close to 100 subscribers from all this, and that's saying something. That's a good community that's being built up, and that's amazing. And you should definitely go check out everyone else's videos as well. And there's going to be a link, or there's going to be channel links down in the description, so you should definitely hit those up. I really wish this was going faster. There is a way of speeding this up, but I need to look into that too. But actually, I'm kind of hoping that this will go away. If we can get proper power generation, and we can get that going, and there's an arc furnace, I think. No, it's a multi-block structure. Let's look. If we go here to construction, multi-block constructions, no. Heavy machinery. The arc furnace is a massive structure that quickly smelts metals. Look at what this takes. A cauldron, steel sheet metal slabs, steel sheet metal, steel blocks, steel scaffolding, 27 reinforced blast bricks. So it's basically another blast furnace in and of itself. And you can see the layout that it does here. It smelts things super quick, and creating steel due to its high speed and its ability to process multiple items at the same time. It's also complex in its workings and will require maintenance in order to continue. Ooh, slack has to be removed, and degrading electrodes need to be replaced over time. That's pretty sweet, and I think that's totally worth it. So I think that's something that I kind of want to work towards. All right, what are we looking at here? How much more you got? 3 more ingots. We got time. We got time for that. And my phone is about to die, so let me plug that in. Gonna need that for the morning, because I gotta work. Dang it. It's unfortunate, really, isn't it? Alright, and you are Dunzo. 56. Accidentally picked that gravel up again. I'm always bad about that. Alright, so we got 56. Did I just screw that up? Because you get 4. Right. Can this be used for other stuff? Oh good, I can smelt it back down. That's a relief. That is a relief. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so these guys can go on the sides here and here, right? Oh, there we go. Got to rotate them around. Baller. Let's check this out. I have. Do I not have? I thought I made more of you guys. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes sense. What? Now you're not wanting to rotate? Okay. Whatever. Yes. Ugh. I'm losing my mind here, I swear. Let's get some of these guys. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay. So how can I do this? I don't. Okay, let's break these guys. Break these guys up. Break all this up. So it'll have to get moved later anyway. Oh, yeah, give me that copper coil. We don't have infinite resources, but we got a good number of resources available, like across the server. I know that these have to have a maximum distance. I want to have this right here for now. Okay. Let's get this guy. Connector. These guys probably need the connectors there. I'm guessing? I don't know. We'll see. Like that. Alright, and then you need one there. You there. So you probably will not reach this far. You will reach that far. Oh my god. That's awesome. Okay, you are not getting IF. So maybe it needs to be on the top. So how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm guessing 16 blocks. Okay, let's take a look. Not the arc furnace, but we want the improved blast furnace. Yeah. Each furnace can have up to 2 preheaters connected to each side. Each preheater requires 32. So it blows it in there. So let's see if it can go in on the top. Where's my broom? Okay, right here. Cool. Yeah, that looks like exactly where we need to go. Okay. Let's hop on down. I don't know why I broke these. Because I'm a dummy. Now it's getting power. Yeah, baby. Okay. Where is that dragonfly? I didn't have it on camera, but there were, like, I was kind of doing like a foot traffic thing back to the village. I don't really remember why either. But I found so many little batches where there were 1 deep holes filled with like 50 dragonflies each. It was ridiculous. So let's just grab 8. So we'll grab 8 of this, and then we're going to grab a stack of this. I'm not sure how much this is going to take. So we got the preheaters. Boom, boom. 8,000, 8,000. How are you doing? You are still running at a deficit. Okay, so what that tells me is we do need to do something to maximize this. Okay. Maybe that's something that I'll need to look into off camera, because I'd honestly have to go back and rewatch all of Relic's stuff, or that video that he posted about the proper placement. I know it has to do with like placing it right behind here to where it flows that way, but it's like 3 down, so it's kind of maybe here and you place it. I'll have to check, because if that's not even producing enough for that, that is rather disappointing. And you would think that it would be able to work quite a bit better. It is going faster, but not nearly as fast as I really feel that it should. But that's something I'll look into. It's all part of the troubleshooting process. I'm not an engineer. Well, no, I'm technically not an engineer. I just do computer engineering type stuff. But anyway, I really want to thank everyone for tuning in. Sorry for, the lack of videos. Life has been crazy, but it's getting a little less crazy every day. I really want to appreciate your continued support. So be sure to leave a like and leave a comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Be sure to check out everyone else in the FTOG server and expect some pretty sweet things coming up in the future. Till then, this is Brandon C. Lion signing off.